My name is Herman Chung, and I'm from Sydney. Right? Mostly my location is Neutral Bay and Mawson area, and I have a restaurant there by the name of Asian Kitchen by Herman Chung, and the food we're serving is Asian by origin, but then I think you can call it more or less by gourmet meal rather than typified as an Asian meal at all. I am trained as a biochemist, but somehow along the line, in student days, I always work in restaurant to support myself, and that's how I get to know the food industry. And being in the industry for so long, and I know a lot of chefs, right, who are extremely good, and being knowledgeable with the food and with the service. And somehow along the years I give up my profession and then go into the food industry. And with what I know and with all the people I know, and I can stitch up some fantastic places throughout the year to serve the public, and places that give them good food and good service. And whenever they come in, right, they're coming back home, or they come to a place where they have a friends running the restaurant instead of just going into an ordinary restaurant and have dinner. And that's why I just make sure that anyone who comes in will enjoy and have a good time. When you come to Sydney, okay, if you come to the north side, just across the Harbour Bridge, right, we are in Neutral Bay, which is not far away from the Taronga Park Zoo and from the shopping area in Big Bay and around the Neutral Bay Mawson area. And there's a lot of beautiful shops and a lot of trendy restaurants in there, and there's also a lot of bars and grills. And if you feel like having relaxing drinks in the afternoon, and you by all means go to the bar and have a drink. And if you would like a good cup of afternoon tea, around Mawson area there's a lot of good, decent cafe with views of the harbours. And there you can have a cup of lovely tea and a piece of cake to spend your afternoon with. And you can also go to Bathurst at Balmoral, have a breakfast or have lunch. Or you can also go to Balmoral Beach for a swim and for suntan. You've never been to Balmoral? You're kidding me, right? This is the most famous beaches in Mawson area. And next door to Balmoral, there's a famous reef beach where all the nudists go and parade their goodies and have a good suntan as well. And in Balmoral Beach, there are a lot of restaurants. I think there's one called Watermark, which is quite good. And there is a famous Bathurst where people go for breakfast and afternoon tea. And, like they also hold function for wedding and receptions. I think in summertime, when you go down to Balmoral Beach, you can either have a swim or have a suntan, and you cannot go wrong. And if you get sick of having a suntan, you can always hop up to the junction and catch a bus or walk down to Taronga Park Zoo, where you can watch all the animals go and have fun. And then also in summertime, they have Taronga Park by the Stars, and then where you can spend 2 nights camping on the lawn, and then go and feed the animal in the morning or feed the animal at night time. I believe the Oaks Hotel have been existed in Neutral Bay for a long, long time, right? Even the first time I came to Australia, when I walked past the Oaks Hotel back in early '60s, Oaks Hotel was there. Now the Oaks Hotel is famous for their barbecue, their drinks, and also for the meat market. Now any good-looking ladies, right, who wants a free drinks or like to have a good social chat-up or to be picked up, is the right place to go to the Oaks Hotel. Or any guy who wants to have a good time, have to get drunk or have a piece of steak by the in the open area, that's a nice place to go to. And I believe that's a social hub, right, for the North Shore area. The best chai in Sydney will have to be the Greenwood Plaza in North Sydney, or you go to the Marigold in Chinatown, or if you are in North Shore, where the Chatswood area, you go to a place called Fuk Yuen. But if you want to go for a best Chinese meal, you got to go to Asian Kitchen by Herman Chung in Neutral Bay. You cannot be far wrong. The local people are very lucky, because where I am, we've got a strip of restaurants around us. Now the Italian next door to us, called Piccolo, I believe is pretty good, and the prices are very reasonable as well. And further up there is a place called Mrs. Tong, which is a French regional food, and I believe they have a long history from Marrickville, and they have a very good reputation as well. And further down there is a Japanese place, and I think they sell handmade noodles as a specialty. So that's all around us, and you can sample different food from different nationalities. And also further up, there's a few bar and grill, and there's also the famous Oaks Hotel from Neutral Bay, where everybody go after work, which is a social hub of Neutral Bay and Mossman area there. You come into area, by all means drop in, have a chat, or have a beer or meat, right? Or have a cup of coffee. If you don't know where we are, ask the local, and they for sure they can tell you where we are. And if you want somewhere to go and you don't know, by all means you can also ask me too. For sure I'll be very happy to tell you where to go.